स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। There is a iPad. Okay, so very beautiful verse today. Krishna is talking about way to get out of this material world, how we are caught up and how we can escape. Very, very important verse. दैवी ह्येषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मां ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते। दैवी ह्येषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते। दैवी ह्येषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते। Okay, everybody wants to chant. दैवी ह्येषा गुणमयी ಮಾಡಾಯ್ತಾನೆ Anybody else? Okay, so we can read the translation. Daivi yesha gunamayi. Daivi Shakti. So Krishna is talking about his material energy. So saying this divine energy of mine, which is the material energy, She is Gunamayi. Gunamayi means she is full of guna, but she is full of material guna. Okay, so this guna means ropes or modes of material nature. Three guna: sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna. So Krishna is saying she is Gunamayi. She is made up of these three gunas. And Mama Maya, she is my Maya. Duratyaya. Duratyaya means very, very difficult to overcome. Very difficult to overcome. Mam eva ye prapadyante. But how to overcome this Maya? Mam eva. Only to me. Prapadyante. Prapadyante means one who surrenders. Mam eva ye prapadyante mayam etam taranti. Taranti means he will overcome. Swim across. So Krishna is saying this divine energy of mind consisting of the three modes of material nature is difficult to overcome. Difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Okay. So what is this? What is this divine energy? What is this difficult to overcome? What is Krishna speaking here? So, actually we don't have this picture. Can you get Bhagavad Gita English? So like we have been discussing, this material world is made by this material Prakriti, or otherwise called Bahiranga Shakti, Bhautika Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti. Thank you. You can show this picture. So this is Bahiranga Shakti. Okay. So this Bahiranga Shakti, so if you see this picture, just observe that picture and pass it around. So there are three parts in this picture. One is Krishna. Below Krishna there are three Devis. Below those three Devis there are two men. One seems to have a hockey stick in his hand and seems to be beating somebody. And if you see, their hands and legs are tied by ropes. So, we have come into this material world for what? Why have we come to this material world?
Because of the past karmas.
No, why did we come here at all? First place.
Because we wanted that enjoyment.
Yeah. We wanted to enjoy apart from Krishna, away from Krishna. So we have come here to enjoy. Now, as soon as we come into this material world, we have to forget our real position to enjoy. Right? Like we have to forget that we are servants of Krishna. Because if you remember we are servants of Krishna, how can we enjoy independent of Krishna? Correct? So we have to forget that. So an environment is created here for us to forget. Now this environment starts with what is called as Mithya Ahankara. The Mithya Ahankara that is there in every jiva. This Mithya Ahankara is what? False ego. False ego is what? Thinking that I am this body. This Mithya Ahankara actually creates that separation, forgetfulness. So we forget that we are part and parcel of Krishna. And when we come here into this material world, we actually start doing actions, activities. So to control these actions or to guide these actions, there are three gunas. Sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna. These three gunas, like it's shown in that photo, they are controlling all of us by invisible ropes. Invisible ropes, but in the photo they have shown ropes, but can you see? Can you see your hands, legs tied? No, we can't see. We can't see our hands and legs and eyes and ears and mouth and whatever we speak, whatever we think, everything is tied. Everything is controlled. Everything is controlled by those three modes. So Krishna is saying, how can you overcome? You are tied up. If somebody, prisoner is tied up, can he escape? He's been tied up tightly with full security. This is topmost energy of Krishna. You can't just say, see that side. You can just escape. You can't escape Maya. Maya is this. Maya is this material energy is called Maya. Now, there's another reason why she is called Maya. I'll come to that. But the important part is we have to remember that all of us are helplessly tied up. Helplessly tied up. Now, how does this work? When we take birth, based on our previous karma, we get certain amount of influence of sattva guna, certain amount of influence of rajoguna, certain amount of influence of tamoguna, and this forms what is called our nature. Our nature. So in Kannada there is a saying Huttuguna Sutru Hogala. That means that the qualities that you have got by birth, even if you burn them, they're not going to go. Not fully true. Till we come to Bhagavad Gita, it's true. But Krishna is now talking about how to get over those gunas. So those are part of our nature, and because we can't change our nature, because we are our nature. How can we change our nature? We don't have the strength to change our nature by ourselves. And this nature dictates our thinking, feeling, willing, everything. All our actions is controlled by this nature. So one person has one nature, another person has another nature, and we don't like person of a different nature. I don't like this person. Why I don't like this person? If that person was exactly like me, I would have liked that person. Yeah, because that's how I like to be. Now, another person is not exactly like me, so I don't like this person. But that person is like that because of his own past karma. I am like this because of my own past karma and desires. So like this, every individual human being, of course animals also, but we are not talking about animals. Every individual human being is controlled. But we all think we are independent. This is Maya. This is illusion. We are in an illusion that we are free. But actually we are not free. We are all tied up. And this we have to remember when we are dealing with people. Especially we get this experience free in ISKCON. Because all types of people come. Right? All types of people, all types of natures. Everybody has to engage in service of Krishna. What we have to do? We have to make sure that we provide a facility for everybody, irrespective of their natures, to serve Krishna. Now, but independently, there are two people whose natures are opposite, they will keep having challenges because their natures are opposite to each other. But still, we have to make sure that everybody goes in the same direction. Pretty tough, right? Now, in the external world, you don't like somebody, you can just avoid that person. Right? As in, okay, to whatever extent, then you can say, okay, forget it. Right? But that's why Krishna has created this society of devotees where you can't run away from anybody. No running away business. We have to deal with everybody, our own nature, their own nature, everything. So we have to understand that we are controlled. We are controlled. Now, what is this tamoguna? Tamoguna is manifested as generally laziness, alasya. Laziness, sleep, ignorance, all this is tamoguna. We shout at somebody mostly because of ignorance. And also for that we also need a little bit rajoguna also. So then rajoguna is generally we are in active mode all the time, doing something. Why you are doing, don't know. But busy. Everybody is busy. What are they busy doing? Making money, yeah, but after that, don't know. We're just living like this, making money. No other meaning to life. Rajoguna. And you call such people saying that come to satsang, they'll say, No time. No time. Rajoguna people have no time. Sattva-guna, very rare to find in this Kali Yuga. They know actually, oh, I am Atma. I am part and parcel of Brahman, Parabrahman. I am Brahman. I am part of Parabrahman. And my work, at least they know some things like there is right and wrong in this world. We should do right things, we should not do wrong things. Little bit knowledge they will have about self. About self. They won't have complete knowledge, but it's okay. It's a good platform. It's a good platform. Tamoguna is the worst platform, full ignorance. Right? Rajoguna is part ignorance, part busy. And Sattva-guna is more enlightenment and less busy, very less busy. They know their priorities. That's why I said in Kali Yuga it's very difficult to find Sattva-guna people. But all the three are conditioned. We will talk about this in 16th, 15th, 16th chapters of Bhagavad Gita. 15th, 17, 18. We talk about three modes in detail. In detail. Like literally Krishna is dissecting every human behavior, every human being, and describing every aspect of our behavior, how it is in three modes. Very, very amazing analysis. So, we should understand that, okay, this Maya, material nature, is Krishna's energy. Krishna's energy. Some people say Krishna is also influenced by Maya. So they call him Maya Purusha. They're called Mayavadis. They think that Krishna is also affected by Maya. But Bhagavatam, in Bhagavatam actually Brahma, Vyasadeva, Narada tells Vyasadeva saying that, Vyasadeva is unhappy. Even though he's written all these, he's written Mahabharata, he's separated the Vedas into 4, Puranas, Itihasas, still is unhappy. Then Narada Muni comes. And then Vyasadeva asks Narada Muni, Narada Muni is Guru Maharaj, Gurudev. So, what is the reason for my unhappiness? So then Narada Muni says, you have not sufficiently described the glories of Krishna. So please do that. When you do that, you will find happiness. And then he says, you sit in meditation. When you sit in meditation, the Lord will reveal the required knowledge that you have to write. And then Vyasadeva sits in meditation with bhakti bhava towards Krishna. And suddenly he sees Krishna in his meditation, and behind Krishna is Maya. Behind Krishna is Maya. So if Maya is behind Krishna, Maya cannot influence Krishna. She is standing behind because she is ashamed. She is doing a thankless job for the Lord, putting jivas into illusion. Of course, she is not doing it out of some envy. We want it, so she is doing the job, but she is not very happy about it. It's like a thankless job. Nobody likes being put into illusion. But she is standing behind Krishna. So, that is why Krishna elsewhere says in Bhagavad Gita, Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti. Maya Adhyakshena. So, Maya is not independent of Krishna. Krishna has authority over Maya. So, whatever this material world, the way it is functioning is completely as required by Krishna. So, Prakriti is carrying out his orders. And Krishna is saying, Mama Maya Duratyaya. She is very difficult to overcome. We don't even know, we can't even see those ropes. How can we get over them? How can we cut out of these ropes? So it's very difficult. That's why people can't see the reality of this world. So I'll ask you one example. So suppose say somebody came and banged into your car. Tell me, what is material vision? What is spiritual vision? How should we look at this situation? Simple situation. Somebody came and banged into the car. What is material vision? Yeah, first of all, it's my car. He came and banged into me. So, he is wrong. I am right. So then what I need to do? Fight. That's my right. Because he banged into me, I am right, he is wrong, I have the right to shout at him, to show that he is wrong. Isn't it? This material, how materially people normally deal with this material world. What is spiritual vision? Yeah. So spiritual vision is to see the hands of, first is karma and then Bhagavan. Right? So first is saying, okay, it had to happen, it happened. So why it happened? Because I had done something like this to this person. He is just repaying it, tit for tat. That is karma phala. So it's coming back to me. Okay, fine. Tata bye bye. No, we won't do that, right? Then we shout, and then what do? We create new karma. What is the result of this karma? What happens now? What should happen later? He has to come and shout at us. He has to come back and shout at us, right? So I had done something wrong because of this situation happened. Now I am creating new karma. So that again I can come back to this material world next life and get shouted by that person in public, like I shouted at him. This is what we do. Right? But a person with spiritual vision says, no, this is bound to happen. So it's okay. Whatever had to happen, happen. Okay, then what do? Yeah, okay, maybe we have to claim insurance, do whatever, okay, do something, go give, if you have to give a complaint in the police station, claim for insurance, whatever, do it, that's all. Over. Right? So the point is that, but we are all so much caught up, we don't know that we have to behave differently. We think that this is what it is. This is what everybody around us does. This is what I also do. This is called conditioned state. This conditioned state means we are controlled, we are conditioned, we behave in a certain way. In corporate, they talk about out of box thinking. That means that we are inside the box. First, we have to remember this. What is this box? Maya's box. You have to think out of the box means we have to think that we are not this body. Only then you can think really out of the box. So Krishna is saying it's difficult. It's difficult to overcome. Then what is the option? What should we do? He's giving the solution. Mameva ye prapadyante. So Krishna, this Mameva, he says few times in Bhagavad Gita. Sarva dharman parityajya Mameva sharanam. Mameva prapadyante. Same. Prapadyante also means surrender only. There also he is saying surrender to me only. O-N-L-Y in capital letters. This is the key. This is the key. Surrender means what actually? Surrender simply in normal terminology means I completely depend on some person. This is surrender. Like I told multiple times, right? Like Vibhishana came and surrendered to Lord Rama. Vibhishana came and told Rama, saying, Rama, I am yours. Accept me. That's all. This is surrender. We all surrendered multiple times in class. I say now you have the opportunity to surrender. So close your eyes, tell Krishna, saying Krishna, I am yours. If you want, you can do it. And you surrender. I will do it. So this is surrender. Now we are surrendered. Okay, no, but this is just the beginning of surrender. So we have to actually understand what surrender means. Surrender means like a child is dependent on parents. So child, without saying, he knows that I am fully dependent on my parents. Till they grow up. Right? After that they become independent, like we all have become. Right? We all have become independent of Krishna. I did nice palav. Who made it? I made it. Independent of Krishna. I forgot that Krishna also is there. Unless he gives me intelligence, I can't know what all to put and how much quantity to put. So we forget Krishna. We generally completely forget Krishna. Right? So but surrender means that in every situation we first think of Krishna. We have to first think of Krishna. But generally we think about ourselves, our abilities. If we don't think about ourselves, what will we think about? The other person's bad qualities. But either way, it's either me or that person, but there's no Krishna in the picture. So this surrender is just theoretical. Now we will discuss today what is the practical side of surrender. What should we actually do when we say I am surrendered to Krishna? This is very, very important. Okay, this is a cornerstone of devotion. If we want to become devotees of Krishna, we have to adopt this mood of surrender. Okay. So I've discussed this also a little bit in little detail, but this is the right words for actually going into the depth of this topic. And it looks like our prasadam will be late today. Is it? Little late. Okay. So we have more time to surrender. Okay. So one beautiful verse. Go to 18 point. Can you go? Yeah, just go to the URL directly and say bg/18 1855 no, not 55, sorry. Next verse. What is that? Sarvadharman Parityaja. What verse it is? 66. 65 or 66? 66. Ah, 66. Yeah, go down to the purport. Down. Yeah, this is the process of surrender to Krishna. So, Prabhupada is quoting this from Hari Bhakti Vilas. What is this Hari Bhakti Vilas? Hari Bhakti Vilas was like a code sheet. Like you can say, how to live like a devotee in some sense. Like it was like detailed description of various things that a devotee has to do, etc., right? To do Hari Bhakti. Yeah, manual. Like lot of details, which we can't deal with, right? But Prabhupada is quoting this from Hari Bhakti Vilas. Okay, this you have to have this verse by heart ingrained in your consciousness. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this, please. I'm going to chant this, you repeat this. Anukulyasya sankalpaha Pratikulyasya varjanam Rakshishyatiti vishvaso Goptritve varnam tatha Atmanikshepakarpanya Shadvidha sharanagatihi. Okay, so it says Anukulyasya sankalpaha. Sankalpaha means what? Decision, determination. Anukulyasya sankalpa. Make a sankalpa. Make a vow. Become determined to do whatever is anukulya. Anukulya means favorable. So surrender devotee, his behavior shows these 6 aspects. Okay. So first thing is that he will do everything only if it is favorable to Krishna or Krishna consciousness. Favorable to Krishna consciousness. Anukulyasya sankalpa. So he will be determined to do those activities which are favorable for his progress in devotion. Pratikulyasya varjanam. Pratikula. Whatever is unfavorable, he doesn't do. Very, very heavy verse, this one. Please, I will explain with examples later. But I'm just giving the overall meaning. So doing whatever is favorable for our progress in bhakti, giving up things which are not favorable to bhakti, okay, then rakshishyati iti vishvaso. Vishvasa means faith. Saying what? Rakshishyati. Who will protect? Krishna will protect. Having faith that Krishna will protect. Okay? Then, Goptritve Varnam Tata. This Goptritve Varnam Tata means that who is maintaining me? No, I am maintaining myself. I am the one who is earning money. I am the one who is getting money. I am the one who is cooking. I am the one who is eating. So I am maintaining myself. That is material vision. A devotee, he always remembers saying, it is Krishna who is maintaining me. Now this is not theoretical. This is not theoretical. Okay, I'll explain what this means. He has complete faith that it's actually Krishna who is maintaining him. Okay. Atma Nikshepa. Atma Nikshepa means he puts himself at his lotus feet. At the lotus feet of Krishna, saying, I'm worthless, I'm your servant, my position is at your lotus feet. That's it. Karpanya. And when he does that, he is very humble, in a humble state. These 6 qualities are absolutely required for us to go to Krishna. Because this is the process. The process is to live on these principles in life. Very, very difficult, very difficult. So it's very easy to say that I'm surrendered to Krishna, but it's very difficult to follow these principles. I'll explain what it is. Now, Anukulyasa Sankalpa means that we only do things which are favorable in Krishna, for Krishna consciousness. Now, what are things which are favorable to Krishna consciousness? When we say Krishna consciousness, what does it mean? Yeah, so ABCD, right? So for us to be able to have a Krishna conscious schedule to start with, at a very basic I'm explaining. First of all, we need to have a Krishna conscious schedule. What does Krishna conscious schedule mean? Oh, Prasad Bandhavittu. Krishna conscious schedule means that I have to do ABCD. First, I need to have time. For A, I need to make time to associate with devotees. For reading books, I need to make time. For chanting, I need to make time. And of course, last one is willingness. Anyway, cooking, but we also decide saying that, okay, I'm going to only cook that which I can offer to Krishna. For this ABC, we need time. So first thing in a devotee's life is time schedule. Most important thing in a devotee's life. What is this time schedule supposed to look like if we are serious about achieving Krishna? It has to start at what time? 4 o'clock minimum. It can be earlier also. At least it has to be 4 o'clock. Okay, initially people are used to getting up at 6 o'clock, 6:30. They can't go to 4 o'clock immediately. So then what we tell them? Saying that 6 to 5:45, 5:45 to 5:30, 5:30 to 5:15. Slowly like this keep on reducing till you at least come to 4:45, 4:30, at least okay, fix that for some years. Then again another 15 minutes, another 15 minutes. So ideally, if we get to 4 o'clock, we are really serious. We are really serious. Okay, assume say we will not go to 4 o'clock stage right now. Okay, so we will at least start with say at least 5 o'clock. Most even normal people get up at 5 o'clock, right? So for devotees, it should not be a big deal. 5 o'clock. Now what should we do? 5 o'clock, normally we spend or waste a lot of time in the washroom in the morning. Morning time is not supposed to be wasted. Okay. So now what we should do? We should have practice in such a way that we don't remain in the washroom for more than 15-20 minutes in the morning, first thing in the morning. 15-20 minutes should somehow finish off. Then first most important thing in the day is what? Chanting. Not puja. Chanting. In Kali Yuga it is chanting. Okay. So we should ideally say 5:15 to 2 hours. If you're doing 16 rounds, 1 hour, 30 minutes to 2 hours, you need time for chanting. So assume say 5:15 to 6:15, 7:15. Now generally people who have kids who go to school, etc. What time cooking has to start, Mataji? 6 o'clock only you start? Okay. Okay, so some people, different people have different schedules, right? Like, yeah, 6:30 maybe I've seen Mataji is going to start cooking. So assume 6 o'clock, it's fine. So 5:15 to 6 o'clock, how many rounds we should have chanted? 8 rounds. Not 8 actually, 8 is too much actually. 6. 6 is okay. Of course, depends on your chanting speed, it's okay. As long as you're pronouncing clearly, it doesn't matter how many rounds you're finishing, but generally it is 6 to 8, maybe 6 rounds. Now, then, okay, let's keep Mataji's aside for a moment. Then, men who have to go for work. So, generally, Suresh Prabhu, what time you have to go for work? Huh? 9:30 is very good, is comfortable. Software people have to go much early, right? They leave home at like 8 o'clock, 7:38, 7:30 types, right? So let's not do both, right? Let's say 8:30 is optimal. So 5:15 you start chanting, 7:15 you finish chanting. You finish 16 rounds chanting. Okay. Now 7:15 to at least till 7:30, 7:40, do some reading. Read Prabhupada's books, Bhagavad Gita. This is morning program I'm saying. 7:40, maybe you've not gone to the washroom clearly, so then go to washroom maybe 10-15 minutes. 8 o'clock, have breakfast. 8:30 leave. Okay, now what did you accomplish? You accomplished 2 hours of chanting, 16 rounds of chanting, half an hour reading. This has to be minimum our morning program. So now, what happens when we talk about Anukulyasya Sankalpa? If my work is not favoring this, it's unfavorable. So then I go to the next line which says Pratikulyasya Varjanam. Varjanam means give up. It might seem crazy, but what Krishna is saying is that you want to make progress in bhakti, make sure that your work allows you this morning schedule. If it doesn't, change the job. That's why I'm saying this is very, very heavy. Only if we have next line. What is it? Rakshishyatiti Vishvaso. We will even think about doing this if we have faith that Krishna will protect. And for us to have faith that Krishna will protect, what is the next line? Varnam tata. So I am not maintaining the house, he is maintaining the house. So unless these 4 things are there in our head together, we cannot take important decisions in life which are favorable to Krishna consciousness. Now I'll give you one more secret. See, there's one secret in Krishna consciousness which is called desire. Okay, this is a secret weapon in Krishna consciousness. How does this work? When our real life situations seem like practically difficult, so suppose you're in this kind of a state, you don't have the heart to take this decision to change your job because you feel that, oh, I'm going to change my job, I don't know, so many uncertainties, this, that, and all that. I don't have so much faith in Krishna yet. So what I need to do? I need to desire to get into a favorable situation, to do my bhakti. I have to desire. Now I don't have the confidence, faith to actually do it, but I will desire sincerely, saying that Krishna, I don't have the heart for it right now, but I want to do this. I want to follow this. I want to be able to follow this schedule that you are saying. Please give me mercy. And this desire acts magic, does magic in our life. So I'll give you my life example. So at one point of time, maybe 10, 12 years back, or maybe not 10, 10 years back, So at some time I heard in some lecture that one of our acharyas, that is Prabhupada's guru's father, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's father, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he said that a devotee who wants to achieve perfection in this life will do 8 hours of bhakti, has to do 8 hours of bhakti in Grihasthashram. Grihasthashram means, like I said, till our children are not married, we are in Grihasthashram. After that, we should expel ourselves out of Grihasthashram. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur was saying, we should do 8 hours of devotion. Now I heard this. This is anukulyasya sankalpa. This is good to do. But my practical situation was not allowing. Because I was in software, working in a senior position, blah blah. Where are you going to get 8 hours to do devotion? Which means in the next 16 hours, remaining 16 hours, you have to do 2 things, work and sleep. Difficult, no? In 16 hours, work and sleep both, because many people work for 10, 12 hours. You can't end up with 4 hours sleep. So, not practical. Didn't seem practical to me. But I desired, saying that Krishna, no. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, so I want to adopt this in my life. But I don't know how to do it. Because I didn't have faith in him then so much. Right? So I prayed to Krishna. Saying, Krishna, please, you can do so much magic. You do this magic in my life. You know what Krishna did? He did the magic. What kind of magic he did? So 2 kinds of magic he did. One is he gave me the intelligence to extract 10 minutes from here, 15 minutes from there, 30 minutes from there. So many time, sometimes we waste time. We're not really productive all the time, right? We're doing some useless crap. So Krishna gave intelligence saying this is waste of time, this is waste of time, this is waste of time. So I started pulling. So anyway, morning, like 4:30 to 4:45 to do Mangalarti, 4:45 to 6:45. So 4:30, say start schedule from 4:30, 4:45 to 6:45, 2 hours. 6:45 to 7:45, 1 hour, 3 hours. I was doing reading, 6:45 to 7:45. 7:45 to, I was leaving maybe by around 8:30, 8:45. So maybe another half an hour. So 3.5 hours I was anyway doing already at this point of time. So I needed another 4.5 hours, which practically didn't seem to exist in my life for bhakti. Right? Then Krishna gave me intelligence. I started pulling time here and there. So I got maybe another half an hour, 45 minutes. So I stretched. So okay, 4 hours, 15 minutes. Now it seemed like impossible. I don't have anything to, even if I scratch out of my time, I can't get even minutes out. So then I again prayed to Krishna, Krishna, this is all I'm done. I don't know really what needs to be done. So Krishna, what Krishna did. And I was in a very senior position in the company then. I was in a very senior position, like vice president. So what Krishna did was, Krishna gave me 2x intelligence. You will be surprised to hear how this works. What is 2x intelligence means? If you are doing your work in 8 hours, in how much time will it get over now? 4 hours. And this I experienced in my life. I wanted that 4 hours. Krishna increased my efficiency at work. Krishna gave me so much intelligence that I didn't have to work for more than 4.5 hours when I was at position of a vice president in a company. It's not simple job. Generally people slog 10, 12 hours easily if you're in that position, right? Because there'll be so much of responsibility. But because I just wanted this to happen, Krishna did the magic. This same brain, he increased the power of the brain. So whenever it used to work, like whenever there is a problem statement in front of me, instead of breaking my head, I exactly know what the solution is. And exactly just do that solution. And then what it gave me? 4 hours at work. What I used to do, sit at work, 4 hours, sit in a cabin, everybody's thinking, oh, he's in some meeting, the vice president, right? Who will come and ask me saying that, what are you doing? So I am sitting inside and I am reading Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita. So I got literally 6.5 hours of bhakti in my life, which was impossible for me to achieve. But the important thing there is I tried my little bit in pulling time. And Krishna saw that sincerity and he said, now I will give you mercy. This is what we hear in Damodar Leela, right? Two fingers. One is the devotee's effort, the second is Lord's mercy. So we have to put some effort, but we will put that effort only if we have the desire. So this Anukulyasya Sankalpa Pratikulyasya Varjanam will either happen by our actually sincere attempt or by Krishna's mercy, provided devotee wants this to happen. This is the key. That's why I said we have to desire this. And it might seem really, I know of devotees who change their jobs because night shifts, like some call center kind of job, night shifts. Devotee said, no, this is not favorable. I can't do any devotion. When everybody gets up and chants, I am sleeping. I come home at that time and sleep. This is not favorable for devotion. Change job. Why? How? Rakshishyati Vishwaso. Having full faith that Krishna will protect because I am following his instruction. I am not doing some crazy stuff. I am not doing this out of my whim. He is given an instruction saying that I should do things favorable, give up things which are not favorable. I am following that. But it requires faith. Now this is faith in practice. This is not lip service faith. This is not just saying, Krishna, I have full faith in you. No, I am showing that I have faith in you by depending on you. Knowing that you are the supreme controller, that everything is under your control, depending on you to do what you yourself are saying. Oh, Prabhu, then what will happen to home and money earning? Goptritve varnam tatha. I am not maintaining, Krishna is maintaining. Krishna will still give you whatever is required for you to maintain your family and run it as it is, or whatever your requirements are. This is the life of a surrendered devotee. This is the life of a surrendered devotee. That is why this process is of surrender. Sometimes it takes us few years to get there. It takes us few years. Today I can sit and actually talk about this because I went through this in my life. I was at very lower levels of faith. Literally, very, very lower level of faith. Today, it's different. Right? But because I trusted these words, I had faith in what the acharyas are saying. So I said, okay, fine, let's try. How will we get faith if we don't try at all? If the child is always holding on to the father, child is trying to learn cycle, but he just wants his father to always hold him. How is he going to learn? So sometime we have to say, okay, let go. I will depend. Child should say, okay, Papa, I have confidence in you that you will not make me fall. You leave your hand. Of course, children will not say that, but parents will do. But here Krishna will not do that because Krishna knows if we don't have faith, then we will break down. So Krishna lets us only come slowly, step by step, little bit forward. Either we have our own faith in us, or we develop this faith by shravanam, by hearing, by seeing other devotees doing that. Then we say, oh yes, see, this devotee has done. I will also try. I will also sincerely try. If it worked for him, why it won't work for me? That is faith in Krishna. Right? And we have to always remember, Krishna is the maintainer. He is the one who is doing everything, not us. It's just our illusion that we are doing things. And we will know that when we try certain things, but they don't happen the way we want, then we start thinking about all this. Till the time we think, okay, I got, so I am doing. So Krishna sometimes brings us to reality, saying, hey boss, you are not doing it. I am there. I am taking care. Especially for devotees. Right? And somebody thinks I cook very well. One day suddenly salt is more. Oh, what happened today? Paramatma just think little bit. You are not cooking. I am there behind you. So you are able to cook. So we have to remember this, So when a devotee comes to this stage, completely having faith that Krishna is the maintainer, Krishna is the protector, I will do whatever is favorable for my devotion. He offers himself for the lotus feet of Krishna, saying, boss, I am done. I don't have separate existence. Now I am your servant. And servant means humble nature. Not think, oh, I am boss. I am the head of the family. I am the boss in the family. So when we come to that stage, this is the stage of full surrender. This is surrender. And Krishna is saying, if somebody can practice this, Mam eva, surrender to whom? To me only. Now again, this also requires one more faith. Faith in Krishna means that Krishna alone is enough to take care of me. Isn't it? I don't have to go to Monday, one God, Tuesday, one God. I don't have to do it because I have full faith in Krishna. And we know that anyway all gods are serving Krishna only. Actually, in 7th, we were reading 7th canto of Bhagavatam in our morning English class, and 7th canto is very nice. It's Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad and Narsimhadev, Hiranyakashipu. So Hiranyakashipu becomes so powerful that literally all the gods are under his control. Just like he's raising his eyebrows, and then people are lining up saying that, yes, what can I do for you? People are giving gifts and all that. Then Prabhupada writes in the purport saying that, see, all these big demigods, they were completely shaken up by Hiranyakashipu, one normal asura. And where did they go? They ran to Vishnu. Vishnu saying, please, you only have to protect. We are gone. This guy is like beyond our ability. So Prabhupada in that purport writes, see, these gods are also running to Vishnu. Why don't you also run to Vishnu? Why you want to run to gods and then gods will run to Vishnu? Instead of that, you also can run to Vishnu. That is Rakshishati Vishvaso. Don't have to go anywhere else. See, Pandavas, they were so powerful. Hey, 350 Goita, did big one also go? So Pandavas were so powerful. Actually, they were more capable than any of us. Right? But their mood was a full surrender to Krishna. Complete surrender. See, Arjuna was such a powerful warrior. Right? When Ashwatthama kills the sleeping sons of Pandavas, he kills all the 5 sleeping sons, and Draupadi is very, very unhappy, she's crying, loss of children. And then Arjuna comes and makes a vow saying that, I'm going to get that murderer in front of you. You can then stand on his head and take bath. Of course, this Kshatriya way, which basically means that I will control him, kill him, or you can kill him, whatever, right? So that's how it. Then after that, what happens then? So even in that situation, so then Krishna and Arjuna go behind Ashwatthama to catch him. Suddenly Ashwatthama, he fires a Brahmastra. Brahmastra is very, very powerful. Brahmastra, speciality of Brahmastra is it will go targeted. It's hit, like what is that, some targeted missile is there, no? Here it is person targeted. It will only go and harm that person for whom or against whom that missile has been fired. So which was Arjuna in this case, right? So now Arjuna, even though he is capable, he has the power to withdraw or even destroy or counteract the Brahmastra. But Krishna was there. He suddenly calls Krishna, Krishna Mahabaho. Krishna, you are the boss. I don't know what is happening here. You please help me. And Krishna tells Arjuna, no, don't worry, this is just Brahmastra. You have power to withdraw Brahmastra. So you fire your own Brahmastra. So he just told, Arjuna had the power to do that. Subsequently, Ashwatthama again, so this time Ashwatthama is let go. He is they let go of him. Then he fires Brahmastra to kill Pandavas and Parikshit. Subsequently, all this we'll study in Bhagavatam. Now when that happens, actually Pandavas suddenly they're picking up their weapons. Oh, let me counteract the Brahmastra. But Krishna is saying, Arey, no time. There is not enough time for them to pick up their weapons and counteract. But They were so surrendered to Krishna. Krishna immediately fired his Sudarshana. He didn't wait. He didn't wait for Pandavas to turn to Krishna. Krishna, please do something. No. They were busy saying that, oh, we are Kshatriyas, we have to protect. But Krishna knew that they were so surrendered that they don't have to even turn and pray or ask Krishna. Krishna just did the needful. This is surrender. Surrender doesn't mean that, we just put our hand in hand and just sit in one place. That also we can do. But even if we are in action, behind the action, our consciousness is, oh, it's all Krishna's. If Krishna wants, it will happen. So Arjuna, Pandavas were like that. They were so powerful, but they had complete faith in Krishna, complete faith. Saying, whatever happens, it's Krishna's will. We will try. We will try. They never thought, Arjuna, Yudhishthira Maharaj, they never thought, oh, we are so powerful. They never thought like that. So this is Sharanagati. This is Sharanagati in practice. So which is why when we read Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam is a real display of these qualities by devotees. And when we see that, we should get inspired. Wow, so amazing. Look at Kunti. She was so surrendered. She's telling Krishna, Krishna, give me all these problems again. Will you pray? Stand in front of Krishna and say, Krishna, you have all these problems in my life, please give me again. She says, because if you give me again, I will think about you, you will also think about me. This is what is required. How much faith we should have to make a prayer like that. Saying, Krishna, give me miseries in life, because that way I will become more Krishna conscious. This is surrender. This is surrender. And see, for a devotee who comes to that stage, Krishna literally every aspect of his life, Krishna takes care. Every aspect. There's nothing which Krishna leaves, and devotee doesn't have to ask. Which is why Krishna is saying, Sarva dharma mam ekam amupam sarva papapya mokshayami. That is the least. He will take away all our karma phala. That is the least he will do. More importantly, he will give himself to us, because we have given ourselves to him. Then Krishna says, Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. He will give us the intelligence by which we can go to him. So this surrender is the foundation. Without surrender, we are just, we are keeping our leg in devotion, we are coming there. One leg is there, one leg is here. But when we keep both legs, and of course, keeping both legs doesn't mean like Pandavas did not stop there. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, Arjuna is saying, Arjuna, Krishna, I'm not going to fight. Krishna said, go, fight, do your duty. So, it's not that we run away from our duties, we have to do our duties. But completely dependent, like a sold out dog. Our Acharya says, we should be like Krishna's dog. What will the dog do? Faithful. Whatever, master gives some food, it will eat. Still it will protect the master, isn't it? So, like a dog means we just depend on Krishna. In Krishna, whatever you want. I'm completely dependent on you. I don't have anybody else to go to. This is surrender. And only if we practice this in our life, Krishna is saying, Ma me vaye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Then Maya is not difficult to overcome. Then you can just simply cross over. Simply cross over. And Bhagavatam says, one who is in that state, what happens? This whole Bhavasagara becomes like water in the hoof print of a calf. How big is the calf's footprint? So much. Is it difficult to cross over this? Bhavasagara, which is so difficult to overcome, becomes like one small pool of water, puddle of water. For whom? For one who is surrendered to Krishna. See, in this 6 aspects, Krishna is giving us faith also. Don't worry, I am there. Don't be afraid. I am there with you. You follow this and I am there with you. I am hand-holding you. I am going to help you to get to that state. So that faith is required for us. Otherwise, which is why in our Shastra, we have this Vanaprastha ashram. This Vanaprastha ashram, for those who didn't get this surrender when they were in Grihastha ashram, Vanaprastha ashram is the way. Because in Vanaprastha ashram, you have to stop your material duties. You have to stop. And why do we stop? Because we develop this dependence on Krishna. That is why, see, our Vedic culture is fully perfectly designed. If we simply follow it, we will go back to Krishna. So, but we have to have faith. We have to have faith. Krishna is there, Krishna will protect, Krishna will take care, Krishna has promised. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will not go back on his word. Krishna is not like us. We give our word, maybe we follow it, we don't follow it, depends. But Krishna is not like that because he is all powerful to carry out his word. Right? This is surrender. Okay? So I'll stop here. That's why I said it's a very heavy topic, but it's very, very important. And Krishna has given it in the 7th chapter. He let us do some, surface level swimming for 6 chapters. Now he is throwing us into deep ocean, saying that now you have to develop faith in me. And that faith is what I've told this multiple times. Devotion, advancement in devotion means increasing faith in Krishna, Guru and Krishna. This is faith. Right? And one of the things which is also recommended for devotees who are becoming serious in devotion is also to accept a Guru. Because Guru will teach us all this. It's not that we can just become independently, we can become Krishna conscious. Then when we take shelter of Guru, which in ISKCON is called initiation, then we will, the beginning of our surrender is to surrender to Guru. Saying that I will follow whatever Guru is saying. Now Guru is, see, Krishna here is not blanket statement. Saying, okay, Anukulya Sankalpa Pratikulya Savartana. Now Krishna will say, okay, Guru will say, okay, what is your position? Okay, this is your position. Okay, you do this much, that is enough. He will understand us, and the same instruction he will give us as it is applicable to us, as we can follow. So he will handhold us as a representative of Krishna. Which is why initiation is a very, very important stage, milestone in the life of a devotee. When actually Krishna, instead of directly surrendering to Krishna, which we can't, we surrender to Guru's instructions. And Guru will be more practical, understand our situation, problems, and then tell us what needs to be done. But any which way this is required, because without this we cannot go to Krishna. Okay? Any questions? Gopala Bhatta Goswami. He was one of our Shad Goswami. These 6 Goswamis, the rightmost photo here on the first platform, they are the 6 Goswamis. Now, beyond, so Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavat was all given by Vyasadeva, right? Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita was all given by Vyasadeva. Now, after that, all what we call as Bhakti scriptures. Now, Bhakti scriptures means that, see, after we read Bhagavatam, we become a pure devotee. Pure devotee, meaning we give up all desires for anything for ourselves. Our desire will be only to serve Krishna for his pleasure. That is called pure devotion. Now, after that, we have to read Bhakti scriptures. What do those Bhakti scriptures say? They tell us how to actually make now progress from here to go to Krishna. And there are so many things. There's one which is called Nectar of Devotion, which is otherwise, the original Grantha is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So these 6 Goswamis have given us all this Bhakti literature, which was mostly in Sanskrit. Some of them are in Bengali. Then our acharyas have commented, then translations have come, etc. Now we can, even though we don't understand Sanskrit or Bengali, because our acharyas in ISKCON have presented it in English, we can understand them to some extent. But without these, we cannot actually understand Krishna. We cannot actually understand devotion. So Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam is like platform. Strong foundation, proper foundation. Without that foundation, we can't go to Bhakti scriptures. But once we got the foundation, we have to go to Bhakti scriptures. So it's a lot of work. Achieving Krishna is not. It's easy yet not easy, right? Easy because if you simply follow whatever they are saying, it's easy. If you say no, I can't, then it will start becoming difficult. Simple, like for example, if Krishna is saying, Acharyas are saying follow Varnashrama, we should follow. So if we can exit from Grihastha to Vanaprastha, suddenly we have 16 hours in our day to do bhakti, which is what Shastra recommends, saying Vanaprastha devotee should do 16 hours bhakti, Grihastha devotee should do 8 hours bhakti. If we do 16 hours bhakti for 15 years, we go back to Krishna. Only 15 years, not more. Not 15 lifetimes, not 15 million lifetimes. 15 years. If we can dedicate ourselves to Krishna bhakti, we go back to Krishna. Is it difficult? It's not difficult. 15 years in comparison to millions of lifetimes we have been in this material world is nothing. Is nothing. For which we need to have faith. First of all, we need to have that, greed to achieve Krishna. Greed. Shastra says laulyam. We should not have material greed. We should have greed to achieve Krishna. If you have greed to achieve Krishna, greed means what? Absolutely want it. I have 100 rupees. Whatever I am wanting to buy is 1000 rupees, 5000 rupees, but I absolutely want it. Then what I'll do? I'll somehow go, borrow money, take something, I'll do and buy that. That is material greed. We don't want that material greed, but the same kind of, excessive urge to get Krishna should be there in our heart. Then all this is cakewalk. What is 15 years? Nothing. That is why we have to read Prabhupada's purpose. Otherwise, we can't get this mood. And Prabhupada has given this mood in his purports, in his books, to understand that this is how we can achieve Krishna. So it's simple, yet difficult. It is simple if we let it work, accept it the way it is. If we think, no, this is not possible, that's not possible, how is this? Then we make it difficult for ourselves. That's all. Okay? Okay. Hare Krishna. So, we'll honor prasadam, which is also more.